So this is West Ghana, as we hear in small organization, of course. And then these are some of the staff team. Charles, you met Charles already. Mispa is the program support staff, the driver, Johnson. And then Millicent is the finance and admin officer, but she is not here. She's another coach this morning. So we're not talking about the board, but we have a board and we have members and all that. So this is the secretariat for now. So we just in a nutshell say that you are here for a purpose. Yes. And we would like to, as we do it in Ghana,
yes.
Say,
yes. We thank Voice for welcoming us and agreeing to see us and engage with us at this short notice. In fact, we did a training on one of those training, education results. And first of all, Voice's boss is in fact one of the most open and progressive heads of an organization I've met in Ghana. That's the first thing I want to say. The second thing is they came with this thing called their evidence Bible. And everything pointed that Star appreciated and the way in which Voice does their job and reports and runs their projects is top notch. But when I mentioned to Francis that we were going to do our working group meetings and that since he is in Volta, he doesn't have to come, we'll come to Volta. He said, no, we'll come to the Accra meeting, and he sent his person to Accra. Voice is one of the, as I've said, we want to move and make sure that at least 5 organizations are using social media, have a presence online when we are done with this project. And Voice is one of the organizations we want to work really closely with, their online presence, help them magnify their issues. They are doing a lot of work, so the content they will have. But it's an issue of within their capacity, what can we help them do, what can we help them train them on. And then in exchange, we also will get training on how they do their evidence, their reporting, their practices. Of course, they work with people who are physically disabled, so we would also want to engage with their members and see how they do their work. So they will be coming here quite a bit.
That's great.
That's why we're thank you.
Let's thank you, Kina. Yeah, it's well said. I don't know. We appreciate this because, as I said earlier, one that is Star Ghana, who is our founder, wants us to do as grand partners is to build this network and learn from one another and just to enable us grow as a civil society organization. So we are ever ready to partner with you, work with you, and also learn from you. You learn from us as well. More like learning and sharing.
So basically, we need devices such as these. Anything that can be connected to the network. If you have a network here, it can connect to it. But most importantly, these phones are good because when you are on the road, you can communicate online. You can check your email. So devices such as these are absolutely necessary. You cannot do social media on any of the ordinary phones. You need to upgrade your phone. If you have a network here, then we can also train you on how, sitting at the desk, you can do it. So it's just Facebook, Twitter, blogging, and also how you court and maintain your presence. Making sure your website, for instance, you have a website, but making your website more responsive to your work. So that, for instance, if you go and you engage with the community, you can immediately come. It's also evidence, another way of evidence. Post your pictures and do your little information on your
That's great.
How you can use your online presence to engage with organizations you want to engage with in Ghana and those across. Hopefully, how you use your online presence to generate more resources, money or otherwise, for the organization. But mostly, we are interested in Voice being online because you bring the issues of the physical disabled and those who are physically challenged to the conversation online. And this is key because so far, that particular part of the conversation is not
more like since I want to come and support and coaching to support on the job
on the job training. So
like
I'm saying, yours will go beyond just organizations who attend the working group. Of course, you will attend the working group for us also. So that is our effective partners in this, for your willingness to give up your time and your staff to be trained and to do any assignments we give you, any of the work involved. what the other one, crucial one, is that we would like to make you our partner here for the whole working groups. So that what we want to say is that when we are also done, the working group in Ghana, the whole representative, the voter representative is voiced. Such that you get to a place where you then can also provide assistance and answer questions to other organizations in Volta region who have issues or questions or need help on social media. When we train you, then we will ask that you use the social media while also in training to cover your election issues. Because this year we are covering elections. So anything you want to, and you'll be trained on that. It's once you are trained, it's just an issue of somebody doing it. You can, for instance, when we're coming, as soon as we sat in the car, he tweeted to say we are on our way to go. They do this all the time. We are on our way to go. This is who is in the car. We got to go. I'm sure they've tweeted now with Met Voice. And they've probably uploaded a picture with Met Voice.
Picture is already there.
They've already done it. You see what I mean? So in terms of your own work with evidence, which you do very well, this is another angle.
That's good.
People may say, who is Voice Ghana? This is so then now will be to be our strategic partner here in Volta region and to make sure that what organizations need, that in fact in your use of social media, you are an exemplary of how a Ghanaian regional or organization can use social media. Okay, so that's one responsibility. The other one we've talked about is in our particular capacity building is would like, and this one we said would approach staff. That you will train us. We want to get to understand how exactly Voice got so good on evidence and reporting and everything, and also in your coalition work and your stakeholder work, because we know that you are quite good at getting stakeholders together, getting them to cooperate on your issues and those things. So your strategies in community work, your strategies in evidence, your strategies in reporting, and your advocacy work is also, we would like to be trained on that. So basically, that is the framework. Any other things?
It goes very well. Can I suggest this? We as a way of an action. The MOU. We have an MOU from Accounting for International Development. We partner with them from UK to support us with their communities. We are more like a finance person being supported to support. So we'll work around this in view of what we have here.
What I want to caution is this. We are training you. Social media must be part of the identity and the work of Voice.
Okay.
We don't want you to, if you use a volunteer, fine. But it must be what you do. So we also, when we train Voice itself would have its own account. But each of you must have your own individual Twitter account, Facebook account. So that when you get up in the morning as you are doing Voice work, it's automatic. Voice did this today. You don't have to tweet every day or do Facebook or whatever. But within a week, you must have engaged your people.
No, what I want to just share is more like looking at how shall I say, reviewing that MOU in a way, and then sharing,
trying to adapt
and then send to you,
and
then we can
so that you review and see how workable it
is. That's the action.
That is fine. That is fine. Any other suggestions, questions, whatever?
Just so that it doesn't, social media or the use of it doesn't become focused on gadgets that are super or high end. There are other phones, very small phones, once they can connect to the internet like this, that you can use to tweet or Facebook or propagate your online media presence. So it doesn't have to be smartphones.
It doesn't have to be the high-end one. Anyone
exactly.
Can.
If you have I should have brought that my little a small Nokia phone. It has internet, and sometimes this even fast.
Faster than
to use. Yes, so you just enter what you want to do it, and there are other softwares that you can just download and put on your phone, and to turn it into a smartphone. So these are things that we can introduce.
Another thing we hope you will do is that with your community, you will try as much for those who can write and read, and they have these phones.
Yeah.
So try and get them online as well.
That's good. It goes with our plan, you know. Thank you.
It's a dream that is becoming real.
Yeah.
Voice is really awakening.
Oh wow.